Hey guys, and welcome back to Tiny Bunny. Oh right, let's take the glove. Why don't we? It might come in useful. It's not like we'll find a kid out here who'll need it, right? I decided to take the lonely mitten from the branch. Also, oh my god. Okay. I'm seeing things. I'm going crazy. No. Wova. Okay. Okay. A shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo, no hope for a reply. Oh. Hey, buddy. Are you running around? Oh. Hi. I stepped towards the bristly trees and tried to claim my find. It didn't budge. I pulled harder. The branch cracked and the mitten tore off, landing in my hand with a squishy sound. All too heavy. Wet. I squeezed it without thinking and something dark spilled from it, forming a tiny string between the mitten and the snow. Is that blood? Steam rose from the snow pile. Hot blood. Yup. That's blood. Oh yeah. I'm frozen placed, studying my palms in disgust. Red. The sound of crackling branches invaded the silence. Oh. I didn't have to think twice before running away. Wow, I am so fast. I am like running at 50 kilometers an hour. Someone was chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with giant steps. Snow was slowing me down. Crazy thoughts flew through my mind. I am running. I am gunning for it. I'll get caught. They'll get me. I'll get dragged into the thicket. I'll be gone forever. But there was one more voice, probably one of reason. Gave me strength, spurred me on. You can do it! Don't stop! I heard an animal roar behind me. It was so loud my ears went numb. It felt like the sound had come from a pack of hungry beasts rather than a single one. Their nostrils sucked in freezing air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped above my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoot. Wheeze. The roars were coming from all directions now. From the dried up raspberry bush, from twisted pines, from under the windfall. How far away am I from my house? Like in the still before, I was like, what, 10 feet away? Now it's like I'm 60 kilometers away. Hurry, run, don't look back. It felt like I was inside a nightmare. This snowy clearing becoming wishes like quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the mushy trap just to be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Was snow ever this sticky? Something tells me that's not snow anymore. I screamed in horror after realizing that this wasn't snow. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching my pants. Oh, the old pant snow pull down trick. The classic. I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. The pressure on my leg was gone. My boots slipped out of the hole and my soles were on a hard surface again. I reached a clear path with one jump, and from there, I ran to my house. Yeah, I finally reached after like 60 minutes of running. An hour. I know 60 minutes is an hour. You're not gonna tell me. I don't know why I said 60 minutes. Oh, well, it's probably the zoomer from before. The zoomer's affecting me. This gloomy facade didn't look threatening now. Why is everything shaking? Everything is shaking. Why is everything shaking? Is this an earthquake? Is this the zoomer quake? It's the zoomer, isn't it? That house was my line of defense from the shadows that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep and smashed into the door. In all my hurry, I still managed to notice the claw marks, as if a dog was striking the wood with its paws, demanding to be let in so it could escape the cold. I hadn't noticed these marks when I was leaving. The heartbeat in my ears was much louder than my surroundings. I couldn't hear whether someone was following me or not. What if they were already in our front yard and my mom had locked the door? Drowning in fear, I pulled on the doorknob and obediently gave away. Oh, I'm inside. Hey, House, I'm back. Hey, Mom, how are you out there? I rolled into the hallway and shut the door behind me. Porch planks creaked as my pursuers ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped off the locks and I couldn't click it in place. I gritted my teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, whipping it between the boards. I stared blankly at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitiful, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. I mean, a door is quite sturdy if you ask me. It can keep vicious monsters at bay for at least a minute or two, but you know, it's better than a blanket. I beg to differ. Wheezing breath reached into the house and crashed me at waves. It smelled of pine and sweat. Mom peeked out from the kitchen and chastised me with the same frigid voice that she always used when talking to Dad. What exactly didn't you understand when I told you to never slam the door? I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the door. The smell was gone, and the breath was too. If there was someone there in the first place, of course. Mere 5 meters away from my mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting like snow in spring. With it, the last bit of strength that had left my body too. Oh, Mother, you protect me. My legs gave away. I propped myself up against the wall so I wouldn't fall over. Mom's expression had changed immediately. The cold mask of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before all those quarrels. Look at that beautiful, worried look, Mother. We both know that you love all of us. Right, Mother? Right? Right, Mother? She finally saw my condition, my wet pants, plastered with snow. Oh, they could be plastered with other wet substances. I could have peed myself. You don't know that. I don't think you'd want to either way. So, well, where have you been? Where have you been? What did I tell you? Huh? I told you to stay at home. Am I nothing to you too? Wait, what? Mom, no. Why would you say that? Why? Mother! Mother! I got afraid that she would cry. I reached out to her like when I was very little and wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. Her eyes shined like steel, her voice rang out. Your dad can't find the cigarettes. Be honest, did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret? Oh, you know me, Mom. Running off into the woods, smoking and then running away from the demons that are running after me. Oh yeah, it happens all the time. There was something chasing me. I thought... I stuttered as soon as I started explaining myself. Tears welled up in my eyes. Mom leaned forward and stiffened my clothes like a beast, searching for the smell of tobacco. She then squinted her eyes in suspicion and looked out into the front yard. Her expression changed in an instant and she covered her mouth with her hand. Look, over there, at the fence! My heart started thumping as if I became prey once again and my pursuers were following me in the field. I could swear that I've heard something scratch at the door just like my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with her finger and I gathered all my remaining bravery to look into the kitchen window, facing my fear. I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in the snow throughout the icy winter patterns on the glass. Dogs! Just a small pack of strays with no name or owner, barely reminding me of the hungry monsters that live on the edge of the forest. Oh, Mom has a very weird open-mouthed smile. Oh boy, were you scared of them? I think they'd rather be scared of you, Anton. They were chasing me. Like a bunny. Aw, I'm a bunny now, guys. I'm a cute little bunny running away from wild, evil, haunted dogs. And a really creepy mother. And what if they're rabid? The smile had slowly disappeared from my mom's face. Now she looked at the dogs as if it was her first time seeing them. What if they attack Olya? Mom? I wish your dad could just shoot them all. Whoa, Mom, where? Mom, they're alive. Huh? What? Are they your friend or foe after all? Make up your mind. Mom's going in deep with the killings and the wow, mother. Holy crap, Mom. You're not a little kid anymore. Mom sighed in annoyance, and I felt so bitter that I bit my lower lip and fixed my gaze on the cobweb-ridden corner. Welp, some detective I am. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, but rather my pants among a pack of stupid stray dogs. My pants? I'm fighting against my pants? What? And what for? What use do I have for this mitten? Of course! A dark and sticky mitten that belonged to the lost boy made squishy sounds in my hands. Seemed like I was clutching it the whole time. As my trump card, as a detective, I hurried to present this clue to my mom. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Why is there so much blood? Oh God! What am I holding? Mom, look! This is Vova's mitten. That boy the police were asking about in the morning. It's drenched in blood. I found it hanging on a tree. I can show where. Let's call the police right away like the officer had told us to. Mom, look. Ew. A shadow of doubt slowly crept on my mom's contorted face. As if she was trying to remember something distant. Like someone tries to remember their dream, but the images slip away. Wow, look at angry Mom. Stop it. This moment. Olya will go insane if she hears you. She already has trouble sleeping and whines all the time. And you joke around like this. At the moment I realized the mitten was actually wet from the snow. Well, yeah, I have a heavy imagination, you know. There was no blood whatsoever. I wanted to sink through the floor from embarrassment. Come here, boy. My boy who cried wolf. Oh, don't just stand there. Come, take off your pills. I have pills on me? A golden-colored pill, reminiscent of a dead wasp, fell onto my palm. I already took one during breakfast. Don't talk over me! I told you to stay at home, and you... Dad would have given you a good whipping for that. Come on, take it or you won't be able to sleep at night, and you have school tomorrow. Well, something suspicious now. My mother takes pills and wants to kill people. Huh. Come on. Oh, yeah, okay. So I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with similarly awful water that gave off a taste of chlorine. Maybe it wasn't Wova's mitten. Maybe it wasn't a mitten at all. Just like the forest monsters. And Olya's owl. Am I going mad? Oh. Okay. What's happening to me? Either the pill had an immediate effect or my overexerted brain didn't let fear inside anymore. Serenity washed over me, bringing yawning indifference along with it. Anton, you done? See, you can do it when you try. Oh God, I am being possessed by my mother's pill. The deadliest pill of them all. Trademarked. Take off your coat. Are you asleep? No, Mom. I was just thinking, and there I go. What about, I wonder? It's just something silly about killing those pack of dogs, like you mentioned. That doesn't seem so silly after all. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes, as if she wasn't sure she was looking at her own son and not some doppelganger that came from the forest. Is everything all right? You had the exact same expression when the policeman asked you about the window. I'm alright, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh. Fine. Oh, okay. It seemed like the house had changed. The sofa's fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The light bulbs also felt different, dimmer, and yellower. Even the saliva inside her mouth had a different taste. I'm in a completely different universe where saliva doesn't taste the same. Saliva, of course, tastes completely different in different universes. That's science! A melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Olia was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episodes and switched to other tapes. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink and studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of these spot the differences puzzles. Oh, I have white hair, so oh yeah, wait, I always had white hair. Okay, never mind. Oh, look at that little cat poster on the side there. Then I went upstairs. Jafar's and Iago's voices died down. I walked past Olia's bedroom and slipped into my own. Ooh, I can see stuff now. Ooh, I have a comic book. Monsters, ghosts, UFOs. The Encyclopedia of Paranormal Phenomenon from Roseman Publishing. I've learned about the Loch Ness Monster, Medusa, Gorgon, and Bigfoot from there. Oya is always scared of the book. She could barely handle sifting through the monsters and alien sections with me. But the middle part where they start talking about ghosts really freaked me out. I even remember hunting ghosts after I read the book. I measured the distances between items on my table every evening and checked if they moved due to some supernatural force come in the morning. They didn't. But to be honest, what was I expecting? To meet Casper the Ghost? I mean, that's not a bad idea. Casper is always fun to meet. The forest didn't look as grim during the day. Entangled tree branches in the distance and the snowy field between our house and the forest brought sleepiness to my eyes. But sometimes I would still catch myself looking in the window at the icy treetops instead of doing my homework. I see really weird stuff out there, huh? My Triceratops figurine. I know all about all sorts of dinosaurs, velociraptors, afrovenators, hypsilophodonts. I remember going to the movies to see Jurassic Park, back when we still lived in the city, and taking pictures with the T-Rex in the hall. It turned its head and roared. It was awesome. And next to it was a Robotech transformer. I loved this cartoon. When a jet fighter speeds up into the intro among the sounds of blaster fire, you know your next 20 minutes will surely be amazing. Zentrades space station is captured. Rick, get ready for the battle. Ventrades space station's not gonna help me now, is it? I dreamt of becoming an artist since my dad bought me my first comic book. Fly magazine was the coolest. I especially liked the Big Space related edition, with alien monsters and that funny episode about a gendarme. I started drawing all kinds of stuff since that day, and I seem to be getting pretty good at it. One of my letters even got published in Fly once. Maybe someday they'll even publish my comic? I have big dreams. That there is something in the corner. Oh my god. There is something there. There is am I the only one seeing this? There's a freaking girl in the corner here. One of the drawers was empty. I hid the policeman's phone number along with a mitten there. This simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. There is something there. Oh god. Oh no. And then I noticed there was something behind the curtains. My tired hands dropped to the sheets. Whether it was due to medication I took or the stress I underwent, the room began to contort, as if the mind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and undulated. The only stable thing in the whole room was a figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor, just like a savant of sorts. Olya? Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked up my dried lips. Yeah, Olya, it's not Olya, is it? It was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there. Not a human being. I reached towards the curtains. But beat my heart, controlled by medication. The wind sang in the fields with a chorus of voices. For a second, I wanted to return to the bed just to lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well that they were looking back at me. They were looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. It's Olya! Look at that cute little girl. Gotcha! I knew it was you. I knew it was you from the beginning. A blindingly bright halo lit up above Olya's head with the settling sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say that she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. That's right, she's not a flashlight, she's a freaking headlamp thing. What's it called? Flood lamp. She's bright as the day. But I brought her to the window one day and the sunlight poured onto her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I saw everything. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little, before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of voice. It's nothing. Just Olya ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it in there? Aw, look at that cute little face. Look at Olya. Are you a thief? I'm the thiefiest thief of all of the thiefness. What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from the tree branch. Oh. What was that? Why do I remember it like that? What if I did steal it after all? From the forest? From the tilted figure standing behind the black trees? Olya could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Swear that you won't tell anyone. Then I'll show you. Look at that creepy smile. Olya wore a plotting smile. I swear on Mom's heart. An oath she heard in one of the movies about the pioneers we've watched. Don't say things like that. Olya nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer and Olya leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she saw. A certain boy lost it and got lost himself. Now you do understand how dangerous it is for us kids to wander into the forest, right? He must really be cold out there. Will they find him? They will. The police are going house to house, showing his photo to everybody. Olya traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. And why are they going to the houses and not the forest? Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed in my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and cranny where darkness, cold, and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later for me? I changed the topic, as if trying to get Olya as far away possible from the forest thicket. We may get a reward if I go find this boy myself. A lot of stuff like in the field of wonders. Sounds cool, right? Olya wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes. Uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Nonsense, an owl won't be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's, how should I put it? It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like in that spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. Olya shivered and then stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, it's just... I was hurrying back home so Mom wouldn't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind, and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in the tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. You're wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. You have me and your cartoons, and Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what? I would wish for my next birthday. I'd wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could go and play together like we used to. Yeah, and if you'd make them as small as bugs, we could place them in a little box. Oya giggled and tugged at my sleeve. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue won over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. I'm too tired. I don't want to. Come on. It's so boring, alone, and Mom is always busy. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. I know all of our tapes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Everyone's seen Peter Pan, Olya. Everyone has. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happens after that. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe a little later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know. Let's play hide and seek. No. Olya. Then draw me a dino. Olya, please. Draw it? Draw it? Will you leave me alone already? I blurted it out without thinking, and then I was immediately taken aback. I never screamed at my little sister like that. Olya stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to her tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Olya from crying. Alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my hand on her soft head. Let's go. Watch Peter Pan. Boo, you'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full triceratops later. Hooray! Triceratops? Well, close enough. Olya rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas, and a shining smile returned to her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread, and you rewind the tapes. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Wanna bet I won't spill it? The tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Go look for it. Olya disappeared into the doorway, and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Alright, so we're in her room. Lots of things to check out. Okay, so that's all the time I have today, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.